Hi, I'm Lizzie. I'm gonna do a full face of makeup today, and I'm just gonna do a little get ready with me, and maybe if you're getting ready, a get ready with you. And this is just honestly intended to be background noise. If you're just doing something and you just want background noise, or you want to see that there's someone else with you, this is what that is. A lot of the videos that I watch are exactly like that. So I'm just gonna do like a full face of makeup, which I haven't done in so long. I'm gonna catch you up on what life has been looking like lately as I'm going through transitions in my life. And let's just see what happens. Maybe I'll do my hair. We'll see. I just felt like doing something fun, and creating videos is something that brings me a lot of joy, as well as doing my makeup and trying to look cute. Let me show you my outfit before we get started. These are my pants. I got them at a thrift store. They're my hippie pants. Top is Target. All right, let's do this. My hair is not gonna look like this. It's just so I could do my makeup. God, I have a weird setup right now. Let me see if I can adjust it for myself. How are you doing? How's life doing for you? If it's anything like my life, you're amongst transition. And it's just kind of uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable right now. You know, life is just a little bit uncomfortable. But it's okay. It's all gonna be okay. Just gotta hold on one step at a time, you know? And when I'm feeling uncomfortable, yes, this beauty blender is ginormous. And when I'm feeling uncomfortable, sometimes I'll just do something that makes me feel a little lighter. You know, something my inner child would like, I guess, is what I do. Sometimes I like to sing. Sometimes I like to play dress up. I like to do my makeup. If you know who I am, you probably have heard me say this. I have like YouTube like makeup tutorials when I was younger, and yeah, I'm like recreating those in a way. Okay, now we're gonna do, I do my eyeshadow first, the fallout, all of that stuff. I have a really old palette. The products I'm using might be controversial, but I bought them a long time ago, and that's what I'm gonna use. What is controversy? I have a cat hair in my eye. That's my life. Cat hair everywhere. I also don't know when the last time I made these, cleaned these brushes. Anybody else relate to that? Okay, so let me tell you what's been on my mind lately. This is gonna be super random, and if you've never heard of it, you might feel like, oh, I feel left out, but it's okay. It's okay. But on Netflix, I did a 30-day no TV challenge, and that was super good for me. I am someone who has loved reality TV, maybe TV that's not necessarily good for my mental health. And during those 30 days, I decided to kind of say goodbye to shows that I've been watching for over 10 years. You know, invested my time into that, and it's good. But I am watching more I'm not watching more TV than I used to, but I am watching different kinds of TV, And on Netflix, there's an amazing show called The OA. And as soon as I started watching it, I was like, oh, this is slow. I don't want to watch this. But something in me was like, keep trying. Like just dive into it. And a little parched. You'll never see me go anywhere without this. The show is probably one of the best I've ever seen. And if you're like an open-minded person who they say can live in the suspense of disbelief, you know, which basically means like you can go along with it even though you know it's not real. It's so good. It's so good. And I just love it. I've been obsessed with it. And if you have any time on your hands, it's so worth checking out. Some people might think it's a little weird. Others, if you like, okay, here we go. Here's my pitch. If you like The Matrix, if you like Everything Everywhere All at Once, if you like mind-bendy things that make you really, your ticker, you know, you're like, oh, I'm really thinking, really, like it. They kind of, when you like things that kind of like fuck you up, it's such a weird way to say it, but maybe you understand if I say it like that. It's very good. It's very good. And that's been on my mind a lot. And the person who created this show, she is just so inspiring and so cool. And she couldn't really make it as an actress at first until she was like, I want to create a role. Because a lot of screenplays are created by men. So a lot of women's roles are created by men. In like pretty much all of the media that we watch. And she's like, I want to create a dynamic female character, like a full character that I would want to play. And that's kind of what she did with her best friend / college friend. And I have only witnessed The OA, and they also wrote and created a show on Hulu. If you have either or and you're open to watching kind of these kind of things, this is more of a thriller mystery. It's called Murder at the End of the World, and we're only 4 episodes in, but it's really, really good. And she's just really cool. She's really cool, really inspiring, and it's so cool to see humans who have crazy ideas and believe in them, you know? They believe in them, and then they find people that believe in them with them, and it just inspires me so much. Because if you don't know me, I'm kind of living in a different path, and it's honestly kind of similar to that woman that I'm talking about. She was in banking until she realized that it really wasn't for her. And I was an accountant for a few years, and I was just having existential dread almost every morning because I was like, wow, I just can't do this. I just can't do this anymore. Because I don't want to bunch of shit just fell. It's okay. Because I don't want to wake up every single day dreading my life. Ideally, that's not the goal, you know? I want to be excited every day. I'm not excited every day, but most days I am. Most days I am. And it was like the best decision I've ever made, was quitting that job. I miss the people so much, but I'm doing it a little differently today. I miss the people so much, But sitting in front of a screen, I kind of realized that it's the people that I want to connect with people, and I want to help people in ways that aren't just with their finances, you know what I mean? And to be fair, I am not even, it's ironic because you think that I would be like good with money. Historically, I'm getting better, but definitely not where I would like to be currently. And obviously the path that I've taken is a lot more risky. You know, I don't have the stability, and this is kind of what she was saying on a podcast, was like, she understands, and I understand it too, wanting to trade in that stability and knowing where your money is going to come from for maybe, you know, just finding a lot of comfort and a lot of safety and security in that. But for me, it just wasn't enough, you know? And it no judgment at all. We all go on different paths and might find a lot of joy in the path that we've chosen. And you know, I know accountants that do love their job, and it's satisfying and it's cool. And I have acquired a special set of skills. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, living a more risky life, I guess, is what's happening, and it's kind of lonely. It's kind of lonely. Because I don't know, at least in person, I don't know that many people who are, I guess, risking it too. I guess I'm looking for people that are. And there's literally all the love in the world for everyone, whatever path you choose, you know? Of course. No judgment. I'm doing my best to be better at not judging other people. Okay, I'm flipping the gear right now. I'm flipping switches right now. I'm in this program. It's called MBA. And if you've ever heard of Manifestation Babe, she's pretty big on Instagram. She's a self-made millionaire who has basically just utilized and learned about manifestation and is embodying it in her life. And it's so much more than manifestation. It's really like healing healing every aspect of yourself and manifesting from a place of wholeness versus from a place of like trying to fill a void. What the hell? I feel like there's hair on me. And I'm in this program and I'm learning about shadow work. Is that what I was gonna say? I'm learning about, what was I even talking about? I'm learning about shadow work. And I know. And I tend to I have grown up in families where judgment has been something that we just do, I guess. And like, that was the basis of conversation, is judging and criticizing other people's lives. And I don't like that. I don't resonate with it. It doesn't feel good. Like, if you ever are curious about this and you've ever judged someone, and maybe you judge someone today or tomorrow or the next day, I definitely invite you to do it. You know, don't force it, but like, notice it if you do it. And take a moment to see how you feel in your body. Do you feel better or worse than you felt before judging them? And I just noticed that it just feels worse. It feels pretty terrible. And also, without really consciously being aware of it, I'm also judging myself, because that's all that it is I'm projecting judgments about myself to other people. For example, this is super prominent in my mind because I was doing it yesterday. My partner, he has been off of work. His job got eliminated back in February, towards the end of February. And for the past almost 2 months, he has been playing video games every single day. My cat is outside, I can see him. He's been playing video games every single day, and it triggers me. It triggers me, and I'm, trying to be understanding about it, because I do understand it in a lot of ways. I was thinking about it this morning, actually. I used to smoke weed every single day. No judgment here. When I would do it though, I wouldn't get out of bed. I wouldn't get out of bed to do anything, except for maybe go to the bathroom. I would literally have Cameron come over to me with my toothbrush, with toothpaste, and a glass of water, or an empty glass, and I would brush my teeth in bed, and I would spit in the glass, and he would, he helped me brush my teeth, basically. And I just wouldn't leave the bed, and I wouldn't leave my comfort zone for months and months. And there's a lot of triggers going on in here, because I'm terrified that that's going to happen again, which I really don't think it will. But it triggers me because it triggers that part of myself, and I'm judging him because I'm judging myself. I'm judging my previous self who would do that, who would stay in their comfort zone for months and not want to do anything. Which isn't even, it's not like he's not doing anything. I'm projecting that, and it's a whole thing. But it sounds like I'm really judging him, but I'm really actually just judging myself. When what would help me is to love that version of myself and love that person who couldn't get out of bed, if that makes sense. So really, when we're judging other people, we're really judging ourselves. The judgment wouldn't be there if we didn't resonate with that at all. It just wouldn't be in our awareness. I just need to focus as I put on this eyeliner. Not perfect, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? Also, another fun fact about me is I love self-help books. I love learning and growing and seeing other people's perspectives as well. I love memoirs. I love spiritual text, and something that I've been reading that has really helped me is these books. They're technically called channel texts, and basically these group of beings who are on the other side, they communicate through this channeler, through this person, and then they write these books. It's not Paul Selig who's writing these books. It's these other beings beyond that are communicating through Paul. And they're really, really amazing. And one of the things that they say is what you call into darkness calls you into that darkness. So whatever you judge, you are calling yourself into there's consequences for everything. There's consequences for every action that we take. And that includes like judging other people, because really when we put others in the darkness, we're putting ourselves in that darkness. When you judge someone, you are dealing with the consequences, and it could be immediate, it could be later, it could be both. I just know that it doesn't feel good for me to judge other people. And I'm not saying that I don't do this. I still do it. It's a matter of, breaking through these cycles that might not be the easiest to break through. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing right now, is I'm doing a lot of shadow, she calls it shadow exploration. And that's just what I'm doing right now. I also had a part-time job at Old Navy. I used to work at Old Navy when I was in college, during the summers specifically, and I decided, it'll be good for me to get out of the house, as I've been living in this riskier path and doing my own thing, which I'll get into that in a little bit. I have just been kind of staying home and realizing that like having friends and seeing people is really important. So, and obviously like, the money doesn't hurt. So that's what I was doing for a little bit, is working at Old Navy, and I worked there, and I was planning on doing it just seasonally during the Christmas season. And I ended up staying there up until like last week, because it just kind of made sense. And I love the people there. The people there are so amazing, and it's so girl power over there. I love it. And it's been hard to say goodbye, but I just have felt I felt really called to focus on my own thing. And it's hard to focus when I've got my hands in multiple, I'm splitting my time with different things. So I've kind of been transitioning out of that and finding a balance for myself, finding what is the next thing. And I've just been taking it easy for once. That's so true. I've just been taking it easy for once. It's not that I'm just laying in bed all day, which is totally fine. I really did need that part of my life. So if you're someone who's just laying in your bed all day, that's totally fine. Obviously. Sometimes it's a huge part of the journey. It definitely was for me. But something that I've been noticing is this pendulum. I think I notice a pattern of sometimes we swing so far the other way, and then we're like, okay, no, and then we swing so far the other way. And I'm just trying to find a middle ground, For example, I worked 40, 50 hours doing accounting every week, and I was working and hustling and forcing and pushing the fuck out of myself. And then I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. And I literally did the exact opposite of that. So I'm just trying to find a middle ground that is sustainable, that is healthy for me, that is fun. Something I can look forward to, you know what I'm saying? And right now I'm just kind of taking it easy, kind of swinging this way. But also, you know, because my therapist did mention this, she's like, you know, our worth doesn't come from our productivity. It doesn't come from that. But it does feel good to be productive. It feels good to be productive. So I'm kind of thinking about it in that way. But also loving myself, being gentle on myself, but also not self-sabotaging. Like, there's so many things. And I'm totally projecting all of this. This is about me. This isn't about anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to watch this and feel bad about themselves. It's all perfect. You're exactly where you're meant to be right now. And I'm kind of learning that if I just take it easy, I've been sleeping until 11. It's been amazing. And I'm just kind of learning to be gentle with myself. And if my body wants to rest, my body wants to rest. It's not going to be forever, but I would like to take advantage of it now, you know? There's just less, as I'm getting out of Old Navy, right? There's less structure, less responsibility right now. And I'm having a harder time than I thought I would. Because there's also a part of me that doesn't trust myself. That doesn't trust myself to not go all the way backwards and then have to start from scratch again. But I guess this is that opportunity for me to show myself that I can pick myself back up when I do. Because the memory that I have of that Lizzie laying in bed all day, she makes me not want to trust myself. But I gotta love her too. Gotta love her. Being a human is crazy, guys. I burped. I'm gonna pause you and then I'm gonna grab my little lip thing. It's just, you know, a lot. I'm using this MAC. It's this jelly one that went viral. Whatever that is. Just trying to be gentle on myself. Take it one moment at a time. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my hair. She looks a little crazy. Show you. Do you want to do a little finishing spray? Everything's gonna be okay, y'all. That's funny. Mostly. I'm really saying that. I'm projecting that. No bang kind of day. I don't know what to do with these. I'm gonna cut you again. Fix myself. I'm gonna try a new thing. Sometimes I just wet my bangs and then blow dry them. But I'm gonna try something different because I don't want to blow dry them. I'm done. This is my look. My look. Just kidding. Let's see if I can do this. I don't. It's the only little curlers that I got. Gotta work with what you got. We'll see what happens. Now this is a look. I feel like people did their hair like this in the 60s or something, or earlier than that. Okay. Jewelry. Silver or gold. Silver or gold. I'm not a one or a, I used to be just a silver person, but now I'm both. Because gold is the highest frequency color. And that's for sure. These, oh my gosh. I have these little pickles that my friend Pickles made for me. Yes, I have a friend named Pickles and she's amazing. I love you, Pickles. Pickles changed my life. That's a story for another day. Sometimes my holes can be a little troublesome. Okay. Adorable, right? Okay, so these are silver. Silver. What am I gonna do? Okay. Gotta think. This might be the change necklace that my partner got me. Can you see it? It says be the change on it, and there's a little bee that's dangling right here. And it is kind of funny that I made this because it's kind of related to something that I'm working on that I'm not really talking about yet. It's annoying. I know. I haven't worn jewelry. I haven't worn rings in a long time. I love rings. Some green. I'm gonna wear this emerald. This was actually kind of like a promise ring that my partner got me during our first year together. We've been together for 7 years, which is crazy. This is another emerald band. Just emeralds on it that my mom got me. The pickle is inspiring this look right now. And I'm just gonna wear this sun and moon on my middle finger. I don't know if it's doing a good job. I know it's been like no time, but I'm kind of impatient. That's not bad. It's going in the right direction. That's my look. My shirt, my pants, and my makeup and my jewelry. I feel pretty. I should feel pretty without makeup, but it just gives me a little bit of zhuzh. Do you see my kitty? My kitty cat. My goose-o. Oh gosh, I'm hiding. It's my kitty cat. You're my kitty cat. He's my baby. He's my prince. He's my life. I love you too, Gizmo. My other cat is over there. You good babies. Okay. Say goodbye. Thanks for watching this. If you did, I'm awfully impressed. Sometimes I say, wow, this was all over the place. I know that this was. So, thanks for holding on. Love you so much. Keep holding on. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to turn out more perfect than you imagine. And this little rough patch is going to make sense one day. And all of them are going to make sense. And then one day you're going to feel immense gratitude, and also gratitude for yourself for holding on, because this journey ain't always easy. I love you so much. You're doing amazing. Talk to you later.